Hello, everyone. My name's Andy Donovan. I'm here to talk to you today about the solutions that our organization is bringing to the North American market that have been around almost 2 years, have over 10 clients globally, and deliver value realization, process improvement, and business process intelligence, all of which is driven by AI. But let's start with your journey. How did you get to where you are today? Most of you started on-premise, eBusiness Suite, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, many types out there. Then the cloud came along, SaaS, Fusion has many names. Oracle built a nice ROI to help you with your business case for budget purposes of your organization. And it promised, oh, yes, you'll save $5 million. That therefore led into the pricing negotiations, and you purchased your users. From there, you found an SI to put the system in. I'd love to talk with all of you and find out how many you went live on time, on budget. Might not be a long conversation or long list, but at the same time, you decommissioning the on-premise application may have taken 6 or 12 months, but you're no longer using it. Now, with the quarterly update, some of you might have taken up some managed services, potentially to help with additional training, onboarding, a few things. And one or two of you might be at the stage now whereby you've either been through or have an upcoming contract renewal. Now, what's interesting about all of these steps that you've been through is many promises were made and many expectations on your side were set. Well, if we have a look at those, let's look at the ROI. Did you actually achieve what you wanted to there? Did you know 80% of transformational implementations like this fail to meet expectations around that? When you went through the implementation, everyone promised streamlined business processes, access to data, and business process intelligence, a term we've coined. They also promised to close the periods faster, close your books in 8 days instead of the 23 you're on. But what it's also led into when you've headed down this route here is usage management. It's not like the on-premise days. Oracle would ask you to self-certify and say how many users you have, what your revenues are, number of employees. Oracle can now go into your SaaS environment, your Fusion environment, and check your usage. So we have a solution that will actually help you manage the usage, manage the roles and privileges, and work with Oracle so you're not actually getting an increased subscription cost from them. You had expectations. You wanted valuable, trackable, and measurable outcomes. This is all true. I'm sure a few of you are nodding your head. Now, what do I mean by outcome? The company we've partnered with, Orbrick, have built a library of outcomes. This is just a couple of them. There's over 45 of them. So outcome of days sales outstanding reduction, or day purchasing, days procurement outstanding. Here's the CFO, CIO, there's a few here. So using drop downs, we can actually just say, I just want to have a look at the CFO view of the world. These are the 8 outcomes that have been selected the CFO wants to look at. So here's day payables outstanding, better capital management via payment terms. But inside that, there could be multiple measures, multiple KPIs. Even though DPO is a KPI in its own right, there's many elements within that that can drive the DPO down. So you click on it and it tells you what the benefits are that you're going to achieve and the matrix that are being looked at: invoice and payment retrieval cycle, workflow error, percentages of rejection rates. So starting with a library of outcomes, because that's what drives your business, not technology, is you can then say, how do I now want to manage the business, improve my business to achieve my outcomes? We at River found some amazing solutions, brought them to the North American market, and with our 50 years combined experience, and that's growing as the company grows rapidly, we bring these to the table, how you can achieve your value realization by improving your processes using smart intelligence. The 2 pieces, period close, subscription management, we'll talk about that in a second. But all of these are driven by solutions. Now, you'll see the three at the top. This is Aubrey, by the way, our little guy. Meet Aubrey. We have foresight, second sight, and hindsight. And on the next slide, I'll come back to those. But these are the three solutions that drive your value realization, process improvement, and business process intelligence. Smart close is the close period close management. How do you close your books faster? Everyone thinks it's at the GL. Well, actually, to close your period, it's actually the subledgers that can typically slow it down the most. So smart close using AI is down at the subledger level, AP, AR, procurement. There's a close processing procurement, inventory, all the subledgers that are there, payroll, sitting there, that manages every task at the subledger level, ensures that they close in the time frame they're supposed to, and post to the GL, and it manages the GL close as well. This will reduce your period close cycle. And license optimization, you can see it's already managing your usage. Oracle will come to you and say, here's what you're doing with that. Our license optimization solution will look at the roles and privileges you've created and tell you where the problems are, where the issues are. For instance, best practices, never use the standard delivered roles and privileges. Create custom ones all the time. If you do not, you'll have usage issues later on. And then here's Aubrey, the AI platform that all of these are built on. So let's go one level deeper into the foresight, second sight, and hindsight. What's the difference? It's level of detail. If we have a look, self-service, you do this yourself. You tell it which outcome you want a result for. And by the way, within an hour, you'll have the results in your inbox. But it will provide to you a process managed snapshot, the benefits and value realization you can get, and it will also tell you how to fix it with remediation suggestions. So it's very high level, delivered within an hour. Now, you might look at that and say, I need to know more. I need the detail, Andy. I can see some bottlenecks, but what's the detail behind that? Well, then you engage us with second sight. This is transactional level analysis. You see the process mining is now at the transactional level. The KPIs and measures underneath an outcome. At that level, you can see the numbers there, even down to the user who might be causing an issue. Why does Charlie take 5 days to put a quote through the system and it takes Alex 2? Charlie only does it once a year, so it's not really a system issue, it's a training issue. It will come up with AI, give you remediation options, and this solution here comes with a consulting package. So instead of telling you what's wrong and walking away, we'll tell you what's wrong and fix it. Then we can measure the actual value we're delivering. Hugely powerful. And we don't only do this once, because if we come and do this delivery service once, you can run it and see how the fixes work, but how are you going to measure yourself? So we do this twice, and you have the option of taking it 4 times, typically once a quarter, and then we can actually track you over time. But once we've completed the second sight engagement, we don't walk away. We walk away, but we don't walk away. You've got hindsight. How do you then become self-monitoring to say, what are we doing against what we set as our outcomes? Are we trending in the right direction? Are we falling down a slope? Have I got a new management team in AP and they're bringing old practices in? And it's self-managing. This enables you to keep a track of what's going on and make decisions saying, hey, Andy, can you bring your team back in and do another second sight engagement for me and tell me in detail what's going on? So these are the 3 main drivers behind getting value out of your system. The final slide. I don't know if any of you noticed, but this tagline has lived at the bottom this entire time. Why trust your data? You've spent months, years, multiple years, keying valuable data into the system. So you can actually trust it because it will tell you exactly what's going on with your business processes, and it'll tell you, using AI, will tell you how to fix them. I just want to say thank you and have a great rest of your day.